Boko Haram and banditry. Which way? The insecurity in northern Nigeria is connected to wider global instability. The subject is vast and no single article can cover it fully. So I will concentrate on Boko Haram and banditry. A major driver of Boko Haram's rise in the north is the spread of Wahhabism, which presents itself as a form of Sunni Islam. Wahhabism is an 18th century conservative reform movement started by Muhammad ibn Abdul al-Wahhab in Arabia. It urges a return to what it sees as Islam's original teachings, stresses strict monotheism, and rejects practices it considers innovations like saint veneration or shrine visits. Allied with the Saudi state, Wahhabism gained global reach through funding and outreach. It promotes strict Sharia-based social codes and is often criticized for intolerance and rigidity, although not all who follow it are extremists. That funding and ideological network helped inspire several Islamist and jihadist groups. In Nigeria, Boko Haram's roots can be traced to the influence of a movement called JIBWIS, Jama'atul Izalatul Bid'ah wa Iqamatus Sunnah. Founded around 1978 in Jos by Sheikh Ismaila Idris, JIBWIS aims to purify Islamic practice by eliminating perceived innovations and promoting adherence to the Quran and Hadith. It runs schools, mosques, preaching campaigns, and has become one of northern Nigeria's largest Sunni movements. Its national leader is Sheikh Abdullah Balalo. JIBWIS can be seen as an offshoot of Wahhabism. From JIBWIS, a number of radical preachers emerged whose teachings have stoked religious tensions and violence in the north. While JIBWIS's official leadership publicly affirms loyalty to Nigeria's constitution to avoid marginalization, some followers absorbed extreme, intolerant interpretations and formed militant offshoots that provided support for Boko Haram. Those extremists have even targeted and assassinated dissenting clerics who criticized their views. Sheikh Albani Zaria, Sheikh Ja'far, and others were killed for opposing them. Boko Haram later linked up with international counterparts like ISWAP, who share the aim of imposing strict Islamic laws by force. Several factors make the group hard to defeat in Nigeria: widespread sympathy among Sunni communities, the fighters' ability to blend into civilian populations and regroup unnoticed, external funding and training from international terror networks, covert recruitment of members into military and security services, and political influence held by some sympathizers. Turning to banditry, conflict that once began as clashes between subsistence farmers and nomadic herders has morphed into organized banditry. Historically, these disputes were settled rudimentary means, sticks and local reprisals, but the spread of sophisticated weapons across West Africa escalated them. Some herders, once peaceful, obtained arms to protect cattle from rustlers and farmers. Criminal elements exploited the situation, evolving into kidnappers who now commit widespread violence. The challenges in combating banditry largely mirror those posed by Boko Haram. The ethnic origin of many bandits, largely Fulani, creates fear of stereotyping the entire group, which complicates responses. It's difficult to distinguish an armed criminal from an ordinary herder who looks, speaks, and lives like them. A heavy-handed campaign risks killing innocent people, a dilemma comparable to the IDF-Hamas dynamic in Gaza, where civilian casualties draw accusations of genocide even when the intent is counter-terrorism. Some Fulani do sympathize with bandits because communities have sometimes retaliated arbitrarily against Fulani herders. My view, both jihadist group and bandits enjoy deep cultural and religious sympathy within parts of northern Nigerian society. Nigeria's secular constitution and conventional military approaches haven't effectively accounted for this complexity, which is why military-only strategies have failed. Propose solutions: implement sustained de-radicalization programs for Islamist groups that preach violent change and adopt targeted economic policies to end open grazing. Provide modern ranching facilities and alternative livelihood for herders. Once these structural measures are in place, security forces will be better positioned to clear forests and remove armed intruders without harming innocent civilians. Follow for more. October 7th, 2025.